So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K20, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a rumor rebuild. Haven't done one of these in a minute because obviously, rumors are hard to come by right now, typically when we're in the middle of a pandemic. We don't have sports for 5 or 6 months. But nonetheless, we're going to be doing this today. It's Zach Lavine, Brooklyn Nets rebuild. Now, my thoughts on this trade are it's interesting. It's interesting in a lot of perspectives. If we look at Zach Lavine talent-wise, he's absolutely an unbelievable third option on pretty much any team. Typically, I would say Zach Lavine is probably a number 2 option on a very, very good team. If we look at him on the Bulls right now, he's kind of more the number 1 option. The Bulls suck. Everybody knows that. Nobody's really saying they don't suck. We look at it on a pure, fit option. I don't really know if I love it. I really don't know if I love it. I feel like Zach Lavine is the best with the ball in his hand, and playing next to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, it's going to be pretty hard to have the ball in your hand a lot. So, I don't know if I love the fit. I still think it very well could work out, though, if they were to make this trade. And as everybody said, if you didn't see these rumors, basically this is like a backup plan if Bradley Beal doesn't work out. And I think the same thing about Bradley Beal. He's the best player with the ball in his hand. Like the best player of himself, if you know what I'm saying. So, nonetheless, we are already going to do this rumor today. As you can see, we're in here in the offseason. And yes, start today is still broken. So I had to sim the entire year. Obviously, a lot changed. It's unfortunate. There's really nothing I can do about it. But we're going to make the best of it. So we just went through the draft lottery. We don't have our pick. The trade is complete. I will show you guys this right now. I did Zach Lavine for Dinwiddie, Taurean Prince, Rondion Q-Roots, and our first round pick this year from Philadelphia was like pick 21 or whatever. It was nothing like important. It was no really valuable pick. For Zach Lavine, in my opinion, I don't think the Nets are going to want any other person back. I mean, that's on the Bulls roster. I mean, sure, they have a lot of like good rotation pieces, but the Nets already are a pretty deep team in my opinion. And then this trade, if I were, running the show over there in Chicago, I would personally want Spencer Dinwiddie more than I would want Karis LeVert. I mean, those are it's one or the other of those two guys. Yes, LeVert is like 2 years younger, I believe, but I think Dinwiddie's talent just kind of puts him over the edge. Taurean Prince is mostly in there just as another filler player. Q-Roots is a nice young piece. And then the first round pick, even though it might not be the best first round pick in the world, is kind of, typically what you kind of want when you're looking to rebuild your team. So I understand the concept of a lot of people are probably going to say this is a little bit too much. Something that I think a lot of people need to understand is when you trade, like, even if it's not like a super good player, Zach Lavine's a good player. He's not a super good player. When it's your best player, that's when you're going to want the most value because that's pretty much all you can get value for in a rebuild. So that's just my opinion. The Knicks are also involved in these rumors. I don't think the Knicks have anything to offer the Bulls that is going to be worth Zach Lavine, but just my opinion. So let's hop into this rebuild today. Kevin Nicholson, if you want to come here, you're going to be fired. Kenny Atkinson is also not even this coach or this team's coach in real life, so I feel like having him isn't really, exactly ideal. I love Kenny Atkinson. I literally tweeted out yesterday. I was like, how on earth does Jim Boylan have a job and Kenny Atkinson doesn't? Just my thought, but it is what it is. So we are going to be hiring a new head coach here. I would love Popovich. I think I'm going to try to go for Jacob Underwood today. He's not a guy I get a ton. And then hopefully we get everybody here. All right, we got a whole new staff. Let's head up to the draft now. Also, I apologize. It's been like 2 days since I made a video. I've been slacking. So we still do have the 17th pick in the second round. I don't really need it. We're just going to do a quick swap there with Philadelphia. So if we take a look at this roster right now, I mean, the majority of this roster is pretty filled out. And I think it's like a really good team right now, in my opinion. So Kyrie obviously is here. Lavine and LeVert. LeVert's honestly probably going to get traded. KD, we definitely need to work on the power forward spot. And then, I had never loved the DeAndre Jordan signing to start with. I think they should have let Jaren Allen, progress a little bit. But that is what it is. And I'm pretty sure Jared Allen might have been hurt a little bit this year, but I'm not positive on that one. So team player options, we have absolutely none. I believe Joe Harris is a free agent, so I definitely wouldn't mind trying to get him back, maybe some shooting off the bench, something like that. And obviously, LeVert probably will have to be in any sort of trade for a power forward. And also, this is just an unrealistic rebuild at this point. This is no longer realistic. The trade is somewhat realistic because I could, obviously get it. You'd be unrealistic, but I'm not going to do that. So this is the bare bones roster right now. Moose is still here, and yeah, we have 3 centers on the roster, so I definitely have a couple trades to make. Oh, okay, big trade to start it off here. I did not think that was going to go through. I do that a lot. I don't even really realize like that some of these trades are going to go through, but I just got Kristaps Porzingis for Karis LeVert, DeAndre Jordan, our first round pick into Zan Musa. Again, I can't really pronounce his name. KP, welcome to the team. I mean, welcome back to New York. Obviously a different team, but that is our starting 5, and that is basically our entire roster. Claxton's here as well, so I'm going to get a backup power forward, shooting guard, and point guard at this point. KD will not have a backup. We definitely really we're not really doing well in the money department, but that's okay. So I think Andre Roberson would be a great defensive signing. It was good to see Andre Roberson getting back into a game the other day. I mean, it was his first game in what, like 2.5 years or whatever it was. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about. I didn't know he was been out for that long. Like, I knew he'd been out maybe a little bit, but I know it was that long. All right, we're going to give Joe Harris a little offer here. Honestly, I was thinking about it. Joe Harris actually might be more of a sign and trade guy with me just because I really don't want a backup small forward. And yes, I know Andre Roberson moves up in overall as a small forward. Overall doesn't change their stats. It literally just changes their overall. Nothing else. Maybe their morale a little bit. But I could use Joe Harris. Don't get me wrong. I just don't need a backup small forward. I definitely need a backup power forward or point guard more important. So Joe Harris actually might be in a trade. He's making $10 million a year. Quick sign and trade. Not going to hurt anybody. I don't really want to give him a first-round pick, though. That's the thing. Tyus Jones. All right. I never get Tyus Jones. Let's take Tyus Jones as a backup point guard here. Now I just need a power forward. I don't really even know who I'm going to be able to sign here. We could just do... Oh, we had Tyler Johnson. Thought we'd have some sort of bird rights on him, but we don't. Actually, no, screw it. I'll roll with Myers Leonard for you. That's not bad. We have a trade exception for $1 million there on Joe Harris. It's probably really never going to turn into anything. But yeah, that is 9 guys. This team is really looking solid. I will see you guys at the start of year number 1. All right, guys, we're here at the start of year number 1, and I'm really liking the way this team is looking. Kyrie Irving, Zach LaVine, Kevin Durant, Kristaps Porzingis, and then Jared Allen. That is probably the best starting 5 in the Eastern Conference. Just my opinion. Even if they make this trade, well, it's actually definitely with Porzingis. But I'm saying even if they make the trade, you know, and don't obviously get Porzingis, I don't think there's any chance of that happening, obviously. Zach LaVine, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, along with Jared Allen, having DeAndre Jordan in there as well. I don't even know if that would be a crazy thing to run 2 centers. They might do it in real life. Again, I don't really watch many Nets games. That would definitely be the best starting 5 in the East. And in my opinion, the best team in the East. But again, a lot of Bucks fans might not believe me on that one. Bench looking like this: Tyus Jones, Andre Roberson, Nicholas Claxton, and Myers Leonard. I think this bench is definitely solid. I don't really know how serviceable it is, but hopefully Tyus Jones can score a lot of points because Andre Roberson's probably going to average 3 points. I don't really know much about Nicholas Claxton. Wasn't on the team last year. Was in the G League. And then Myers Leonard. Holy fucking... All right, I don't believe that one, but nonetheless, we're all set. I love this team. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. Definitely a solid first year. 63-19. Giannis is your MVP on the year. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year. He ended up being drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Schroeder, Kawhi, Markelle Fultz, Jacob Underwood wins Coach of the Year for us. So, I mean, again, as I mentioned, this team is so good. Like, I wasn't expecting to really be anything lower than a 2 seed. Like, that's just being totally honest with you. Player stats in the year: KD led us in scoring. I'm excited to use Kevin Durant again. Not a guy I really ever get to use. KP, Kyrie Irving, Zach LaVine. So we had 4 20-plus point scores. Pretty awesome to see. Jared Allen, Nicholas Claxton, Tyus Jones, Leonard. Roberson, I actually gave him too much credit. I said around 3 points, only 1.5. Team stats in the year: points per game, we were 3rd. Defensively, we were 1st at just under 110, and then differential just over 12 put us in the first spot as well. So Cleveland here in the first round: Garland, Sexton, KPJ, Kevin Love. Montrezl Harrell is an interesting addition. Andre Drummond's gone. Signed Montrezl Harrell. Not a bad move, because I'm sure... Andre Drummond asks for like $40 million a year. I don't think Montrezl Harrell would ask for that, and I would take Harrell for like $20 million a year over Drummond for $40 million pretty much every time, any day of the week. But we do move on. We do sweep them. Round number 2, looking like we're going to be taking on the Boston Celtics here. You know, my favorite team. Oh, God. I hate doing this. Honestly, I'm not going to be that upset if they beat us. I'm not going to be that upset if they beat us, but I'm also, I would like to win, but I wouldn't. Okay, we're up 3-1. We're probably going to win unless we just somehow blow this. Now here comes the real challenge. The Milwaukee Bucks. Bledsoe, DiVincenzo, Middleton, Giannis, Damian Jones is a new addition. Jeremy Lamb's a new addition, I believe. Jeremy Lamb's not on the Bucks. What team is Jeremy Lamb on? I actually forget. But it's the Lakers and Dallas over there in the West. We're 2-2 with Milwaukee right now. Down 3-2. We are moving on. NBA Finals. Wow, I love it. Lakers here: Quinn Cook, Taylor Horton Tucker, LeBron, AD, Derek Favors. Wow, interesting. A couple new additions here. Joe Ingles as well. Nice. I kind of like that team they're putting out there, but I am trying to win the finals here. We're up 3-1 right now, and, there's no guarantees in this game, literally ever. So, if we are going to get a W here, I would like to, maybe get some gameplay. But, no, I'll just wait till the next one. I really will just wait till the next one. I'm going to be pissed if we end up getting blown out these next 2 games. That would suck. That would suck. And it looks like they're going to pretty much be close no matter what. So maybe I'll be hopping in this one. All right, I'll see you guys in there quickly. So again, I kind of gave you guys my thoughts on the whole Zach LaVine to Brooklyn thing. I mean, it's an interesting idea. I don't really know how realistic it is. I feel like, these rumors come out and they always seem like they're going to... Oh my God, LeBron. Holy shit. All right, Kevin Durant has 38 points. Let me go ahead and use Kevin Durant a little bit because, again, really never get to use him. So we're going to... Is that a foul? Okay, it's a foul on Ingles. All right, we're going to be getting Kristaps Porzingis in. We are in the bonus, so we are going to be getting 2 free throws, hopefully putting KD at 40. Goddamn. Also, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, definitely go follow me on Twitter because I tweeted this out the other day. There are like 2K21 leaks coming out, and basically what it said it was in so many words, which is unfortunate. If you don't have the next gen, like it's going to be very, very similar. Like all of it, like literally all of 2K. Like obviously there'll probably be a new storyline for like my career and stuff like that. But from what I understood in the leaks, it basically said that 2K21 on the current gen is going to be very, very similar to 2K20, which is unfortunate. They said it's going to be a lot different on the next gen though. And on both generations, there's going to be changes to My League. On both generations. They said there's going to be some sort of storyline. They said they're reworking all of My League. I am not mad about that. Even if it's like weird and it gets annoying, because I saw one of the things was like players will sit out if they're not getting used properly. Like, and they gave an example like Kawhi Leonard, or they just don't like their situation. I mean, I don't think Kawhi Leonard it's not like he wasn't getting used properly, but like, you know what I'm saying? And then I think that would be such a cool thing. I mean, it might get annoying, and hopefully there's like a way to like simmer it down a little bit, because I can see that, like, especially with like the way that 2K has like the script written for this right now. Like literally, like Jared Allen is upset with the way he's being used right now, and he's in the starting lineup playing 34 minutes a night. Like if it's stuff like that, that's gonna kind of bother me. But if it's just like a small thing, like if I have like an 88 overall as a 6-man, and it's something like that you know kind of pisses them off, that would be cool. That's a cool storyline. But again, if it's what I'm saying, like with Jared Allen, like it's the Jared Allen, Mitchell Robinson, guys like that who when they're in your starting lineup, and I guess they just don't get the basketball enough because there's superstars in lineup with them. That's typically when they get annoyed. But I think pretty much any change they can make to My League, I mean, it's not like it's a bad game mode. Like I love My League because I think it's fun to do like what ifs and simulations and stuff like this and all these challenges. But like at the end of the day, it's a lot of the same thing over and over repeated again. So, I mean, I wouldn't be mad. Oh, my God, that was fucking sick. I wouldn't be mad if, like, one or two things changed. All right, we're done with this. So, we are here in the loading screen. Finals MVP going to go to Kevin Durant. 27 points, 5 boards, 4.5 assists. The dude's pretty good, in case you weren't aware of that. So, we're 1 for 1 in the championship department now. I don't think we have a single draft pick. Nets, nope. Okay, we have nothing here. Spurs end up with the number 1 overall pick. Good to see. And I don't really see, I mean, Jacques Vaughn here. Wouldn't mind bringing him back. I don't know why it takes forever to find your assistant coach. It's really annoying, to be honest, but Jacques Vaughn's going to be coming back. Very, very good ratings for an assistant coach. So we're up to the draft now. We actually do have 3 second-round picks. I don't really want any of them, so the Clippers are going to give me 2 future seconds. That's absolutely perfect. Also, I think another thing, I don't know how you guys would feel about this, but I wouldn't be mad if there were like an extra spot or two in like when you trade for something. Like, or like when you, like if I'm making a trade, there's obviously, like if I go to propose trade right now, there's six things here I can trade. I wouldn't be mad if they kind of broke it up into like 3 categories, if you know what I'm saying. So one category would be players, one category would be picks, and the third one maybe trade exceptions or something like that. Like it's just an idea, just because like 6 things it's not limited, if you know what I'm saying. But like the fact that you have to intertangle like picks and players, that's where it gets a little bit annoying. So if you can, I'm not saying you need 6 for everything, but maybe if you do like 5 players and like 4 draft picks, or whatever it even may be. I just think that would be another cool addition. If you guys agree with me, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. But just an idea. So we're heading up to team player options now. Obviously, no draft picks this year. Claxton is more than welcome to come back as my backup center. Allen is going to get the qualifying offer. I mean, he's probably not going to want to sign with me for whatever reason, just because that's, you know, typically how these things go. But I think the rest of our roster should be here. I think he's okay. So apparently he will come back. Obviously, I'm not going to give him the offer right now, just because, you know, the game would, you know, do what it does best and probably glitch, and then I would pretty much lose him forever. So we need a new backup power forward as well. So let me just go ahead and sim through this a little bit. Definitely do not renounce the rights on Jared Allen, but pretty much everybody else is free to go. I don't really mind that. So Allen's going to be coming back for now. I don't know if I want to keep him this entire video because there's, again, we already have such a good starting lineup right now that I really don't feel like I can make that many significant improvements, if you know what I'm saying. Obviously, Lavine's going to be here the whole video. This is a Zach Lavine video. Kevin Durant's not getting traded. Kyrie's not getting traded. And I mean, the only other option would really be Porzingis, I guess, but like, who am I getting that much of an improvement from? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I probably will give Jared Allen at least 1 more year. But after this, I probably, you know, might make a move with him. So we are looking for a new backup power forward. Hopefully we have a little bit of money here. Thad Young is absolutely perfect. I did not think we'd have this much money. Thad Young, welcome to Brooklyn, and we're all set, and I will see you guys at the start of year number 2. So we're here at the start of year number 2 right now, and the starting 5 looking exactly the same as last year, but again, as I mentioned, it's a really solid starting 5. Kyrie Irving, Zach Lavine, Kevin Durant, Kristaps Porzingis, and Jared Allen. Bench only has 1 change. Tyus Jones, Roberson, Claxton, and obviously Thad Young. I would say is an obvious improvement over Myers Leonard. Just my opinion, but we'll see how this works. So we're all set. We're obviously looking to go back-to-back and then eventually hopefully 3-peat. That does it for me. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. In case you were wondering, Luka Doncic is good at basketball. Wins their regular season MVP, 33.5 points, 10 boards, 1.7 assists off of 10 and giving him a triple-double. But we go 66 and 16 on the year. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. The Spurs probably took him first overall. They did. Bol 6 minutes. Can we talk about this motherfucker for a second? Oh, my Christ. He looks unbelievable in the scrimmages so far. I mean, it is crazy. Also, I think it's hilarious the Nuggets literally have a lineup just to destroy the Houston Rockets. Like, that is hilarious. But Bol has been unbelievable. Looking like one of the biggest steals of the draft so far. What draft was he? He was 2018. No, 2019, excuse me. Yeah, he looks pretty good. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year. Cole Anthony, Most Improved. Is he? Oh, he's in Detroit. Interesting. Jacob Underwood, Coach of the Year. Okay. I'm really liking this team right now. We're a 1 seed. We're 9 games ahead of the Bucks, and yeah, we're far and away the best team in the league. Player stats on the year led and scoring by KD, Kyrie, Lavine, Porzingis. Again, 4 20-plus point scorers. Don't really need much else. Jarrett Allen, Nicholas Claxton, Jones, Thad Young, Roberson. It looks like Jonas Jerebko played a little bit. Rebounds per game went to Porzingis, and assist was Kyrie. Team stats in the year, points per game. Oh, boy. Oh, that's points allowed. I'm fucking stupid. We were 6th in points per game and allowed. We were just under 109. That's absolutely perfect, giving us a 15-point differential. All right, we got Miami here in the first round. Kendrick Nunn, Tyler Hero. That's what their backcourt should be in real life. Jimmy Butler, Chris Silva. Don't really know much about Chris Silva. I'm just going to be honest. Bam Adebayo. That's a really solid team. I saw my boy Penis Canner there on the bench as well. That's a good team. I'm still thinking we can probably get by him in 4 or 5 games. We're up 2-0 real quick right here. 2-1. And again, I know sim speed is just way faster on PC. I just personally don't like playing, games on PC. It's just my, preference. But maybe if 2K21 is just slow as shit on, everything else, I'll move to PC. But Cole Anthony, Devon Reed, Kuminga, Sekou Doumbouya, and Drummond. Wow, Andre Drummond back in Detroit is the starting 5 there for the Pistons. Let's see if we can I would say Miami's honestly better than that team. I don't really know how the Pistons beat, especially the 76ers with Ben Simmons, Noel Embiid. Also, Ben Simmons has a 3-point shot now. It's like the scariest thing in the world. Rematch of last year's East Finals. Eric Bledsoe, DiVincenzo, Middleton, Giannis, and DeMarcus Cousins is definitely a new addition there for the Milwaukee Bucks. Goddamn, it's Denver and San Antonio over there in the West. I have no idea how San Antonio's there, but apparently they just went from having the first overall pick to being in the NBA Finals. DeJounte Murray, Cade Cunningham, DeMar, Draymond Green, Tristan Thompson. I mean, that's a solid team. I don't really think they're anywhere near as good as us. It's just my opinion. We move on to sweep them, and Kyrie Irving out here and wins a Finals MVP. So, we're 2 for 2 now. Kind of around what I expected. Again, I didn't go into this planning to trade for Porzingis. When it kind of happened, it was like, I kind of felt bad just because, I kind of wanted Zach Lavine to be the third option. Obviously, Porzingis is going to overtake him there, but it is what it is. Up to the draft. Do I have a draft pick? I didn't even go through the draft lottery. We have the 30th overall pick. Okay, I don't really need any of these. Can I just... Oh, come on. Brother. Can I just get a future first from somebody? Literally anybody. I just don't want to pick in this year's draft. It's annoying. I don't know why it's so hard to trade for, future picks whenever you have a late first-round pick. It always is. It always is. Then we sit here for 25 minutes and load because I traded the 30th overall pick. I mean, come on. Philly's giving me a future first. Perfect. Okay. So, I think at this point in time, as I said, Jarrett Allen is pretty much the only one in the starting 5 I'm going to trade. I mean, it kind of just makes sense. Either him or Porzingis. Kevin Durant accepts his player option. I actually ended up re-signing Kyrie during the season, in case you guys were wondering. So, Kyrie will be coming back. He's a man of his word this time, unlike he was in Boston. Up to moratorium now. Again, I don't really think we have any free agents. Oh my God, I was wrong. So wrong. Zach Lavine, you can just come back. Whole 9 yards there. I did not. Yeah, my bad. Tyus Jones, I'd like to bring back as well. $85 million, 20-something million a year for Tyus Jones is pushing a little bit, but it is what it is. I'm not going to announce the rights on Claxton. Oh my God, Roberson's here too. Shit. Why? I just don't have bird rights on Andre Roberson, I guess. That's cool. I'm going to wait till after moratorium for Claxton just because I want to make sure I do get him back. Okay, maybe I can bring back Roberson. I have no idea if this is going to count as a mid-level exception, and honestly might not even let me bring him back. If it says I lost Zach Lavine, I'm going to be pissed. Here's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm not going to accept Roberson right now because I want to make sure that I get these 2 other guys back. Because I can sign him after this. If it didn't give me back Zach Lavine, I'd be absolutely screwed. Now it's going to let me sign back Roberson. Hopefully. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. It probably would have put it through anyways, but you never know with 2K here, and better to be safe than... All right, well, I guess I have to wait for him to either get an offer or accept his qualifying offer, so... All right, we're all set there, but again, I think it's probably going to be trade time for Jarrett Allen. Let's see if I can find a move. I'm doing it for the memes. Let's see what Bol has been averaging. I mean, 18 and 8 last year versus 11 and 10. Bol, welcome to the Brooklyn Nets. He's going to be our new starting center. So, yeah, that's an obvious, addition to this team. We also just signed Matty Sissoko. I have not a clue who this is. I'm just going to bring back Nicholas Claxton, so this Sissoko guy is more than welcome to leave. But other than that, we're all set. I mean, maybe I can make an improvement or two to our bench. Thad Young is 34, so actually I think Thad Young low-key goes up at small forward. No, I mean, he really doesn't. It's the same thing. Okay, so Thad Young and 2 first-round picks. Let's see if I can make an improvement, because I'm fine with Roberson and then Tyus Jones. Anybody here in the power forward department that's a little bit better? Vic Zubac's here. You know what? Let me get Cameron Johnson. I never, ever get Cameron Johnson. What was he, the 8th overall pick of the 2019 draft or something? All right, I'm now going to wait on Claxton. Other than that, we're all set. Now we'll see you guys at the start of the 3rd and final year. So year number 3, 3rd and final year. I really like the change we made in our starting lineup. I really do. So it's going to be Kyrie, Lavine, Kevin Durant, Kristaps Porzingis, and then Bull. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Bench, Tyus Jones, Andre Roberson, Nicholas Claxton, and Cameron Reddish. Cameron Johnson is the new only addition here. Okay, he was actually pick 11. My bad. But I'm really liking this team. I'm hoping Bull can be an absolute stud. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 3. So Luka goes back-to-back in the MVP department. I believe we went 64-18 this year. Yes, we did. Chet Holmgren is your rookie of the year. Ended up getting drafted by the Toronto Raptors. Boogie Sickman. Oh, now he's in Miami. Giannis Defensive Player of the Year. Darius Garland, most improved. And Jacob Underwood, 3rd year in a row, I believe, Coach of the Year. So I'm really liking this team. I'm very, very happy. Again, this was kind of a rebuild where you didn't make... Oh, my God. Bull led us in scoring with 24 points a game. Holy shit. 51% from the field. Did he shoot threes? Oh my God, he shot 43% from 3. Jesus Christ. I need to get this guy more often. KD, Porzingis, Kyrie Irving, Lavine. I mean, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Led us in rebounds. Kyrie was assists. Crazy. Points per game. Looks like we were number 7 on the year. Defensively, we were first and did give us the best differential. Bull is unbelievable. 76ers in the first round. Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle might be my new favorite NBA player. Tobias Harris, Greg Brown, the 3rd, Embiid, Musa, Hernan Gomez, LaMarcus Aldridge. Low-key just chilling on the bench there. Let's see what we can do here. Philadelphia is a really good team. Again, this happens to me quite a bit, and I say it quite a bit. I don't know how some of these teams that are 8 seeds are actually 8 seeds. Like, you're telling me Philadelphia is worse, or excuse me, better, or yeah, no, worse actually, than Chicago and Detroit? Really? Here's what it is, though. Moving on. Wow, not going to be... Well, it is a rematch of the East Finals the past years, but it's not going to be in the East Finals. But Bucks, once again, it's New York. How in the Knicks? Even the Knicks. Unless they went out and signed somebody crazy, but it's the Knicks, so I guarantee they probably really didn't sign anybody that crazy. Actually, like, who's on this Knicks team? Like, I'm genuinely interested. This is a 2 seed. This is a 2 seed. And that's so rude of you to bring Derrick Rose back to that, like, shit show of a situation. Hawks here, East Finals, Trae Young, Jamias Ramsey, or Jameis, I don't know the name. DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Clint Capella, Herter. It's a solid squad. It's a solid squad. I definitely think we're probably going to beat them, though, and it's Minnesota and San Antonio over there in the West Finals. We are taking on the Timberwolves here in the NBA Finals. D'Lo, Zach Norvell Jr., Culver, Tyler Kavanaugh, Karl Anthony Towns. LaMelo's on the bench? Start LaMelo over, or just... it's not that hard. It's really not that hard, and I don't know why we have to do things like this. And I don't know why the Timberwolves are winning games here. No way that was going to be happening. We will move on, and we 3-peat. So, yeah, I mean, it is a Zach Lavine rebuild. Unfortunately, he didn't really get used a ton. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to talk about how good of a basketball player Bull is. So good. I love him. So, if you guys enjoyed, you can leave a like down below. That'd be absolutely awesome. If you guys are new, please make sure to subscribe. Road to 30K, as most of you know. Leave any other video ideas down below in the comment section. I say it every video. We're in the dog days of 2K here. Got to get some content out there for you guys. But other than that, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.